Let's get it. Let's get it, y'all. Peace, power, understanding, wisdom, and light to all that applies. Okay, making sure it's coming in. And now, got to share this out. Gotta share it out if you don't mind, so just give me 1 second. Yeah, I'm just sharing. Give me 1 second, you guys. One second, and then we are good. Yeah, we are good. Actually, I have to share it to a few sites. So give me 1 second. Forgive me. Okay, let's see here. Peace. Peace. If you are here, just go ahead and say Grand Rise or Good Morning. Oh, there you go. Peace to you, precious one. Peace to you. Now, my mods, I already spoke to you on the other site, so you know what time it is. This is time for the children, all right? So, yeah, I better invite some of them in, as a matter of fact. And hold on 1 second. And then we will get it going. So I hope everyone is having a wonderful, wonderful day. Some of them are going to be mad at me, I already know, but oh well. Oh well. We've been speaking about it, and so now, let's get it, y'all. Let's get it. So again, Grand Rise to all. Very busy day. We've got, got some things underway. I will be sharing with some of you, not on this page, but on my other pages. You already know, because everybody doesn't need to know everything. Yeah, everything, that part. So yeah, but I will be showing pictures, what we decide to do, all right? You know what we decide to do. So moderators, you are my first moderator. Whatever you do, start dicing. Hello, Derek C. Williams. Peace to you. I'm so glad to see you in attendance. I was just telling my moderators, if there's any disrespect whatsoever, they are to be, just time them out, if you don't mind. Just time them out. That's how we're going to do that. Late the party. But greetings to Cook County's own Global Family TV. I'm at work listening to you live on YouTube. Bless you and respect due. Aww. And you have a wonderful day at work too. You do a really great thing where you do. I see where you are. Let's talk. Now, here are the rules for my teenagers and my preteens that are going to be coming on. Whatever you do, do not comment in this comment section. All right? Don't say anything. I don't care if you disagree. I don't care if you do agree. Don't say anything, because there are a lot of bad teenagers. Who is that? It's really bad. Peace to you, precious one. There are a lot of bad adults that come and see this channel, and they know why. So I don't want them to know who you are. Let's go now. We already talked on my other page very briefly about what is going on in our inner cities. We know that, and I did an interview a couple of years ago, I'm saying about 4 years ago, and this was at a very affluent store in a very nice neighborhood, right? It wasn't the inner city. And I wondered, why did they have such great produce and such a variety as opposed to the inner cities? It was in a neighborhood that I lived at the time. And you know me, I'm always asking. I'm not afraid to ask questions. And so I asked the manager at the time, I think it was, or a stock boy, someone. I said, can you explain, because this doesn't make any sense, why I can come to the same name store in one neighborhood and you have such beautiful produce and fruits and vegetables, and as opposed to when I go to the inner city and it's totally different. They said, because, now this is going to freak you out. True story. They said, and I don't know how else to say this, but honestly, when you use your link card that has a number, a lot of us, we are known by our numbers. Even in the military, the spouses are not known for themselves. They're known by, well, back then they were known by the social security numbers of the military members, which were their spouses. And it's so funny is that we forgot our own ID numbers or our own social security numbers because it didn't matter. So a lot of us are known in this world by numbers. All right? I'm sorry, I've got some interviews set up. But so he said, and I quote, Lady La, this is going to trip you out now. In the affluent store, it was called Strachan Van Til's. I'll never forget it. He said, because in the inner cities, when you use your link card, as opposed to the affluent areas, they know exactly what you eat. They know what your children eat. They can specify which stores you shop at because of your number. So if you're not buying produce, I mean fresh fruit and so forth, if you don't ask for it, if you don't demand it, oh, peace to you. If you don't demand it, it will not come. And a lot of times, the fresher produce and so forth goes to the affluent stores first. And then whatever is left over goes to the inner city. This is what he told me himself. African goddess, peace to you, goddess. I could not believe what I was hearing. I don't know why people feel free to tell me the truth sometimes. But this is how you get answers. All right? Guess who it's me? Peace to you. That shocked me. So I told the story on my other site just a few moments ago about how the inner city, they have a lot of little gas stations slash little stores, right? So you can go get your gas, you can go get your shit too. I'm sorry, children. You can go get your crap too. I said I wasn't going to curse because the teenagers and preteens are coming over. They're not going to be saying anything, remember? So, one particular store, I saw a lot of young people. Of course, that was their store. We even had our stores. Remember when we were younger, we'd hit that little store. We'd hit that candy store in the morning. Then we go to school. Back then, you could get a whole bag of candy for $1. I'll admit it, children. You could get you a sour pickle, a dill pickle, this size. Of course, it took up half the bag in the little plastic baggie. Sour, dill, or hot pickle. Now, some of us, we used to love the peppermints inside the pickles. I don't know. That okay, Lady La? Then you could get the wine candies. That's what we called it, children. I think you all call it what now? What do they call the wine candies? The little candies that are hard as heck, but they're different flavors. I forget what they're called. Then we had the Nutty Buddies, the Good and Plenties. Then we had the black and pink in the box. I don't know what those little things were. Then you could get the Chico sticks. You know, we had the Chico sticks that big. But for $1, you and your friends, you would be well known in your neighborhood, children. If you had a whole jawbreakers. Do you remember the fun sticks? You stuck into the powder and licked it, and your whole tongue and mouth just turned different colors. Man, those were the days. You could cut that in half, though. You know, if you were real careful, you could cut it in half. Yes. You could, in my day, children. Now, I know this is going to be hard to believe, and this is, the children said, make it more fascinating, my videos. Hold on. You could get a Big Mac, 2 for $1. I said 2 for $1 on Fridays. And I'm gonna tell you how mean some of my siblings were, children, my little ones, because they're gonna be watching. I already sent the live to them. I know how siblings are, brothers and sisters. They will give you the money if you go get it. But back then, we didn't have cars every damn where. We had to walk 60 blocks to get to the McDonald's and things. Because McDonald's was, woo! Yes, so they would give you the money and you would go. But if you didn't go for your siblings, they would go and eat in front of you. And then some of them were so evil, they just lick on it. You want some now? Siblings. I know, babies. I know, Blue Hunters. I know we're talking about childhood. We're talking about what's happening for the children now and how they're being targeted for some bad things. Bad things. So, yeah, siblings are not nice sometimes. I know, babies. I know, but they'll come in handy later. Especially if you're a girl and you call your brother and you need your car changed, your tire changed. Just deal with them until you get older. But yes, back in our day, we didn't get sick. I don't know if y'all noticed that. But, fast food was a delicacy. It was almost like you were going to a 5-star restaurant. I don't know why. But no, that was not for my family. Now, we could go once every 3 months. And we lost our damn minds. We were eating the burgers like they were filet mignon. Because mother never let us have that crap. Because they always wanted us to eat beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes. I want to sing that song so bad. But yeah, so we never got sick. Never ever. Everybody wants to go live when mama's going live. I don't care. Just wrong. It's a certain thing called, damn, can't you just wait to go live? But we weren't sick. Agreed. You see what I'm saying? We weren't sick. You'd have to drag us to a doctor because we had medicine women in all of our families. The great-grandmama. She had something nasty in a bottle somewhere that could cure everything. It was called hot toddies or asphyxitis. Still don't know what the hell is it, asphyxitis. All I know is that it had a rock in it and 4 different oils. Cod liver, castor, all those other oils. All it did was just make you vomit all of your sickness out of your body. As I got older, I realized that. And then I would not suggest this to the mothers. But I had an aunt. Now, the Vicks Vapor Rub they used to put on your chest and then bring it all up. She used to try to, I'm sure this was abusive in some way, but she would put it on a spoon and she would light the spoon. She would light the spoon and it would melt, and she would try to get you to ingest it because she tried it and it worked for her. Babies, don't listen to all the adults. Some of them are a little crazy. I'm just saying, if it sounds crazy, children, just say, I'll pass. Mama, come get your crazy auntie. She crazy. You have the right to do that, okay? Anyway, let's keep going. So, back in the day, that was some of our childhood. I don't know about everyone, but it was some of ours. We had a great childhood. We stayed out all day and all night. Summertime, But Saturdays, you already know. Mahalia was going to be on somebody's radio. Yes. Yes, all of the old saints that are gone on to glory. They was going to be singing for 4 hours until everything was spit shined. In your house, your grandmama's house, whose ever house you were at on a Saturday. Don't try to turn on no cartoons before you got that house clean. You lost your damn mind. Bleach and Pine Sol. Well, Pine Sol was brand new, but bleach. And what is the other one that smells like it opened up your pores to heaven? What was that one called? That wasn't bleach. That was, y'all know the name of it, that all grandmothers and great-grandmothers used. It was lemon, and then it was just straight, you should be dead from the fumes. But our grandparents didn't know any better. So yes, so your hands were completely white from the bleach. And then if you had grandparents and great-grandparents from the South. No, ammonia, fit live already know. You had somebody, I know babies. And then washing machines. Now you would think that those are natural occurrences in every home. But back in the day, some of our elders came from the South. Anybody on here had a washing board? Oh, see, now we had the fancy washing board now. The one that it was a machine, but the machine just had a big old bowl in it. And then it had this little wringer. And then you had washboard. You could make songs to it. You were going to be washing those clothes on the washing board. And then you would put it through the wringer. Through the wringer, it would come out of the wringer. Through the wringer, it would come. I thought I was living in hell. I thought everybody wanted to buy great-grandmama the new washer. She said, no, I never had it in the South. I don't need it here either. So you can keep that foolishness. Everything was from the devil. Do y'all have any elders that thinks that everything is from the devil? Well, maybe they had a point. Because all the washers that I know usually break. Yeah, so great-great-grand, she might have had a point. And days were easy. Days were simple. Only time you had to go to a doctor was to get those damn inoculations. You remember the boom. Now, we didn't know at the time, a lot of our melanated people, they keloided. Do you know anyone in your family or your friends that have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that have those dots, the keloided dots? Because someone decided they were going to poison our children all at one time, give them everything, give them every type of disease or cure in one big old shot. Do you remember? I don't know, y'all may not be from my era. I think Fit Life is, but you had to line up. Dead man walking. You had to line up outside your room, the classroom. You were just walking somberly because you knew you were going to get that shot. You just couldn't. You were like little baby soldiers walking to get that shot. Just walking. And then you stop at the door when it's your time because you knew something just wasn't right. But the parents didn't know. They said, you can't go to school. The babies can't go to school unless they get that boom, boom. So they ain't want to be bothered with our bad asses. So, they said, yeah, keep us in school. Shit. So we got the damn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 shot. Boom, boom, all at once. Some of us are still hurting to this day. I know you could feel it. You could feel it in your muscular, your vascular, your muscular. I know you can. And then some family members, they still have the scars. That's just my childhood. I don't know if it's yours. But let's go on. I'm trying to make this exciting for the children that I just sent it to. Hold on, y'all. Black Caesar. I can't read everything, so y'all read everything for me. Hold on. Now, what are they doing now, children, to you? Now, you see what they did to us, right? Boom, boom. We had that and, yeah. But now they have energy drinks. Monster. The others. The monster symbol scares me enough. I could do a whole teaching on the monster symbol, but I'm not going to go there. But the energy drinks. Our children now, when you give them that money and you let them go to the store on the corner. We've already talked about the stores on the corner. This is what I'm talking about today. What do they get? They get 2 things in particular. Not all children, but a vast majority. They will get them a power drink, and they will get them, and those nasty ass wannabe, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cuss children. But y'all know Mama T, so just ignore me. Or they get those flavored drinks. You know, the Arizonas, the monster cans of Arizonas for $1. Or they get the energy drinks, the monsters, and they get either or, the Takis, the hot Cheetos, the flaming hot, the Diablo, the Hell, the Hades bags. Now, for $1, everything $1. You know, even in the little corner stores, they don't even charge you tax. I wondered about that. That was a theory too. Don't charge children tax because, you know, the parents only give them $1, $2, $5, right? So why are you not charging tax when the taxes in your city is what, 17%, 10%? They even charge you for bags, y'all. Bring your own bags if you come to certain cities. But that is what the children are doing on the way to school, coming home from school. If they're sneaking out on campus, you know, which they should not be doing, you're going to get caught. But yeah, they will run to the nearest store, S-T-O, store, and they will pick up these things. Now, let me tell you. Now, here's the factual actuals, and then we will get into firsthand what a mother and a few mothers have experienced with their children eating and drinking these things. The energy drinks, what do, children? They harm your blood vessels. What does that mean? Have you noticed, you all, a lot of young athletes now are dropping dead on the courts? Anyone else noticing that? Anyone else? Healthy young boys and girls that have been in gymnastics and basketball and football for years, and they're dropping dead. Trace it back to what are they drinking. I'm going to tell you something. Even some of the Powerades and so forth. Look at the amount of sodium. The amount of sodium on your power drinks. So it harms the blood vessels. What does that mean? Constricting and so forth. And Brother Derek knows this. Your blood has to go through your blood vessels to get to all the different parts of your body, right? But if those blood vessels are very tight and nothing can get through those blood vessels, what happens? That is how it harms your blood vessels. Imagine that, kids. Liver damage is next. You say energy drinks can harm your liver? Yes, they can. Yes, they can, my precious ones. Artery flow, mediated dilation, impairment of vascular function. Those are some big words, but a lot of you are very intelligent. Children, preteens and teens, I want you to go and I want you to study what these words mean. Mediated dilation, impairment in vascular function. That is your homework for today. Teens are now having cardiac arrest all over the planet just from the power drinks. Let's go to Takis now and Cheetos. Why do you think they always are stocking up on these things at the little corner stores? They don't care about your health, my children and my teens. And you would say, well, why are they selling this stuff if it's bad? Medicine is a big business, children, teens. Medicine is a very big business. The sicker you get, the more you pay out, the more your parents pay out. Get where I'm coming from now? You think because these things are in the store that they care about you? It's the exact opposite. My teens, in your store today, I want you to see all the chips. Tell me if you see any healthy chips, any healthy juices in your inner city stores, you know, your corner stores. Do that for me and then come back and tell me what your findings are. You can even ask those that are behind the counter, where are the healthy chips? You know what they will say? Oh, they're all over there. They're all over there. But you won't find any. Takis, flaming hots, they're actually eating away the lining of your stomach. What is the lining of your stomach, children? That is what holds everything in. Imagine, if you will, if there's a balloon and someone burns that balloon and it bursts. Sort of what's happening in your stomach. Yeah, there are holes that these hot... Hold on one second. Hello?
We've been trying to reach you concerning your car's extended warranty.
They are burning holes in your stomach, the inside of your stomach. It is also causing cancer and ulcers. What are ulcers? Those are big holes. Cancer. A lot of you know about cancer, my young people. How many of your family members died of cancer? Did you see how they died? Unfortunately, my family knows that all too well. In 10 years, no, in 5 years, we had 10 people die of different types of cancer. We were going to so many funerals, back to back to back. You know the effects of cancer. The gas stations are selling out of Takis and flaming hots and so forth. Let's listen now. And I'm going to send this to you, children, whoever asked for this. This was USA Today. And here's a story. A teen regularly ate bags of snacks such as hot Cheetos and Takis before stomach pains led to a surgery removing her gallbladder. Her mom is now warning everyone and the companies she's putting on notice. This happened in Memphis. They spoke to, I'm not going to give you her name, the mother, about her daughter's 4-bag a week, only 4 bags a week. 4-bag a week habit involving the ultra spicy, finger staining, banned by school snacks. And while spicy snacks aren't tied to gallbladder problems, doctors have blamed the controversial junk foods for kids' stomach issues. She loves them, her mother said. In a report published, the mother told the station in a report last week that her child was eating big bags and would take them to school with her. After downing the spicy chips, the 17-year-old felt sick to her stomach. A hospital trip resulted in gallbladder removal. Medical professionals don't associate gallbladder problems with certain foods. But obesity, a condition not helped by high-fat snacks, may make the development of gallstones more likely. Dr. Carrie Cavender, a gastroenterologist at Children's Hospital, told the news report that stomach issues tied to ultra-spicy snacks put foods in his hospital regularly. We do see tons of gastritis and ulcer-related stuff due to it, Cavender told the station. We probably see about 100 kids a month easily. It's not the first time a doctor has spoken out. Dr. Yvonne Juarez, a pediatrician in Fresno, told the Fresno organization or newspaper that flaming hot snacks can up the stomach's acidity, leading to aches. I've had patients go to the ER because of it, she told the newspaper. It's insane, absolutely insane. Hot Cheetos and Takis burned up the snack world in 2012, with schools in several states banning the foods as unhealthy and disruptive while confiscating them on site. That sparked a black market at some schools, with Takis becoming an underground currency. Other kids crave the hard stuff, eating Tajin, T-A-J-I-N, The chili lime seasoning, not unlike Taki's flavor, straight out of the packet. My teens, my preteens, and my children, you have a choice, just like all adults have a choice. You can live a healthy life, or you can see what happens. Is it worth it? Are there alternatives? Yes, there are. Yes, there are. There are plenty of alternatives. You do not want to have these type of issues, health issues, as a young adult, and you definitely don't want to have them as adults. Cancer is not a beautiful sight. For some of you, you've seen it up close now. Cardiac issues, it is not a good sight. Have you seen people that are regularly in the hospital, my children, with heart issues, and you can't help them? A lot of times it is from the food that they have eaten for years. I'm asking my children, will you break the chain? Even if your parents give you the money and you have carte blanche to get whatever you want, will you, oh, thank you, I'm getting inboxes, will you break the cycle? You will be mothers and fathers one day, my teenagers. Would you want this for your family? Would you want these for your children? Would you want yourself to be playing basketball and in 1 minute you drop dead? This is not a laughing matter. This is not a laughing matter. I wish all of you to have a beautiful childhood like a lot of us did. A lot of us now, you see what we are going through as well. You are going through, we are going through, because of the choices that we made when we got a little older. And even in our young ages, you can break the cycle. You can. That is it. That is all. Peace, power, understanding, wisdom, and light. To my babies, to my children, to my preteens, my teens, I love you all. And yeah, this was for you, my babies.